this computer. There we go. Hi, Catherine. So pleased that you could join us.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you for asking me. I love
Pleasure.
doing
So
that.
just for everyone watching, this is the wonderful Catherine Murray. She is a skincare specialist. Now, Catherine and I met online. That sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? But that's okay. We met online to be my skincare specialist online. So I think for me, obviously I know how to take care of my skin from the inside, but what I needed from Catherine is basically how to take care of my skin, my aging skin from the outside to keep it looking as young and youthful. So my kind of goals for my skin, just so everyone can know, was that I like to stay 100% natural. So I don't want the Botox, not yet. Look, I'm going to be 54 next month, so I I'm not saying that I'll never do that, but at this moment in time, I wanted to do everything natural and non-toxic. And actually trying to find a skincare specialist in this day and age that will work with a client is really difficult to find. And that's why I found Catherine online because she is based in Ireland and one of the best non-toxic skincare specialists that there are. And so, Catherine, I just wanted to ask you a few questions, and these are kind of common questions that I get asked by my clients. And
Okay.
so I thought for my group that if I were to ask the questions on their behalf, you'd be able to answer them. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. And just to touch on really what you said there is absolutely, like I've noticed over the years within the beauty industry, for whatever reason, whether it's, all the marketing that is flung at us now through social media, television, your earphones, it is about, results and today, not about building it up or compounding it over time. And as you say, I'm like you, I never say never to the Botox, but as much as possible, I'm definitely with you, Barbara, in terms of just keeping it natural, because I think we don't realize how these toxins or these synthetic ingredients over time can really build up and affect. People often forget that your skin is the largest organ, and it is not a barrier, it is absolutely a carrier. And so a lot of the time we tend to disconnect our skin from the rest of our body, and we think they're two separate things, when really it is a full 360 approach that is so important.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, one of my questions that I often get asked is, well, Barbara, I don't understand some of the ingredients, in that I'm buying. Even they're buying good brands, like my clients are buying, Chanel, Clarins, all that kind of stuff, and they are toxic products. And trying to explain this to them, so you know, I think you explain it beautifully and even touched on it now. Why should we choose a non toxic natural product for our skin?
Well, for me and for my customers, definitely is non-toxic is so important for a number of reasons. Is that these synthetic ingredients, and not all synthetic ingredients are bad, but the reason why the larger beauty houses tend to use them is it really does boil down to the cost, and these ingredients are far cheaper, to chemically can make in a laboratory and add into a product, rather than actually spending the time to really source natural, organic, fresh produce to really put into your skin. And if you think about it, your skin's cells are like little people. That's how I picture them. They're like little people who really, they want the very, very best. And so if you're giving them, these ingredients that are man-made, what tends to happen is, yes, you might get this instant glow, or you might get this instant, I think the fine lines have magically disappeared, but that doesn't make sense long term. And also what you'll find is that pot of cream that last month gave you all of this amazing glow, you'll find now you need to add on another product, and you need to add on another product, because your skin very quickly recognizes these ingredients as toxic. And so your skin's natural reaction is, oh my god, get it out of the body, get it out of the body, because
That's
it doesn't
interesting.
respond the way that it would to a natural ingredient, because the skin is really, really clever. It will be magnetically drawn to an ingredient that it can actually, break down within the nucleus of the cell, and really just it's a little bit like going into town, and you're at the traffic lights, and some people go straight and some people turn, and that's the way the skin will break down these ingredients, and it will send them to various parts of the skin which need various different help within the layers of the skin, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I think that's, yeah, very easily to understand, which is why I love talking about you. And I remember when I brought the kids to speak to you as well about cleansing the skin, and you explained about the skin in an orange. I
Oh, I
forgot
love one.
that. Oh, can you explain that? Because do you know what? I think, my kids still talk about that. Oh, remember when that lady talked about cleansing your skin in the orange? And that was you. So can you tell us about that?
So this is my number one, I suppose, frustration within the industry. So we've gone from, and listen, I love makeup and I love contouring as much as the next person. But what I cannot understand is our generation. They're all like, for want of a better word, and I love them, and they're all so beautiful, but they all nearly look like minions because they all look the same. And so they disguise their beautiful, natural, porcelain, peach, all different types of skin, because they all just want to look the same. And they spend so much money on all of these products that block pores, that then they have to try and take it all off in the evening. And I've seen so many people on social media, especially TikTok is where the kind of that generation live, and they show how they're taking off their makeup, and their skin is so traumatized. And it's traumatized because they use wipes.
Well, yeah, this is why I got you to talk to my kids, because they're
Yeah.
using these wipes and they don't use them anymore now after you taught them.
Oh my goodness. So like wipes are the number one. Yeah, I'm trying to not get frustrated. Wipes are the number one product. Even when I had my kids, like my friends used to laugh at me when we would go, you'd be out and about and you'd be changing your baby's diaper. Like I would never use a wipe. Like I was always that person that was cotton wool in a bag, and just the natural alternative, because wipes contain so much alcohol. They need to, in order to keep them fresh, in order that when you take them from a packet, that they have that moisture consistency. And alcohol over time breaks down what your skin, what we have is an acid mantle, and that really helps to regulate the heat within your skin. It helps to regulate whether your skin is overproducing oil, whether you're losing too much water. And so using those wipes on a daily basis breaks that all down and wreaks havoc. And that's why your skin reacts, or I like to use the word trauma, because that is what's happening in your skin. It's your skin's way of letting you know, oh my God, can you please help me here? That is why you will break out. That is why your skin will become increasingly red, or you'll get those little broken capillaries. That is why you'll be really, really dehydrated. So when you put on your makeup, it just looks like it's peeling off. And that's why it's super important to use a cleanser that is pH balanced, because being pH balanced won't tilt that acid mantle. It will only help to support it. And that is why I always say a cleanser. But I'm just going to do this really quick demonstration. So this is an orange.
Oh, you have it. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. So
Okay.
exciting.
So the reason why I say an orange is porous like our skin. And so it's a really good demo. Okay. So I'm just going to put on your foundation there. And there we go. Okay. So that is what your skin would look like.
Yeah.
See? Okay. And then we are going to take your wipe that, they all tell me, no, it's so quick, it's so easy. And I think, oh my God, if you only knew.
Yeah.
And so this is me cleaning it off, and this is me what they would do. Can you see all the foundation still left?
That's, yeah, incredible. Yeah.
Now, what makes it worse, Barbara, is the fact that people would say to me, oh, but it's an orange and those pores are big, which is exactly true. Can you imagine your skin?
Yeah.
Your pores are tiny, so you can imagine how much is actually getting lost.
Exactly.
And so if you can't see it really, really well there on the computer, I absolutely urge and encourage you to do it at home, and you will never, ever, ever use a wipe again, ever.
My kids haven't. And the great thing is that their skin, because you remember that she was getting a little bit of acne down here.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was great. Skin is absolutely flawless just from having the proper cleanser that you recommended and cleansing it the way that you recommended. It was amazing. Yeah.
And also, if you think about it, it takes you about 5 wipes to actually remove your makeup, because you smear it from one side to the other and back again. So it actually takes about 5 or 6 wipes in the time that you would have used a pea-size amount of your cleansing gel, that you foam up really, really well, and then you remove
Yeah.
instantly. I mean, the only other one tip I do want to share, and I share it with everyone, and they're always horrified, is the fact that you spend all of this time cleansing your makeup, you're removing your makeup. And I know there's going to be some women jaw dropped when I say this, but you remove your makeup with your cleanser and your cleanse. And even if you're on this call and you say, I don't wear makeup, then you absolutely need to make sure that you remove the dirt and the grime and the bacteria from the environmental factors every single day with your product. Please don't turn around then and grab the hand towel from the rail and dry your face. Make sure you dry your face with some tissues. The amount of women, when I say that, they go, oh my God, I did that. I do that every single day. So think about it. I mean, I have a toddler in the house who, let's be honest, he cleans his hands, but how clean do they be? I'm not then going to take my hand towel and place it on my face. Like,
That's a
it's
great point.
yes,
Yeah.
it's not going to work.
No,
So
it's not going to work. It's not going to work. No, that's amazing. I mean, just that demo alone, it's so important to obviously start with really clean skin. And I noticed a massive difference just with that. And I found that it didn't feel so dry. It's almost because it was breathing, a lot more as well. But tell us a little bit about the different types of skin types and skin conditions, because even for us in the family, obviously we're all so different. And you just met my husband before our call, which is great. And actually, I'm really trying to get him to cleanse properly. When he shaves and stuff like that as well. So it's not just for women. This is for everybody.
100%. And I think understanding your skin condition or your skin type is absolutely crucial, because it's like me going to Barbara and saying, I'm currently suffering with some arthritis or some eczema. It's understanding the condition, so then you can properly put a plan in place and know exactly what you're dealing with. And a lot of the time, what we tend to do is, you're down in the local shops or the department store and you're with your friends, and we've all been there. They buy it, you buy it. It doesn't necessarily follow suit that way. So skin types are literally, you have dry skin, but a skin condition could be that your skin is dehydrated. So it's understanding the difference. So you can have a skin where you are dry and dehydrated. Dry means you're lacking a severe amount of oil in your skin, and dehydrated means that you are lacking water. So you can also be a skin type where you're oily, but you can also have the condition where you're dehydrated. And so that's where people tend to mix it up. So you can be oily dehydrated, and people are thinking, how can I be oily dehydrated? Is that just not a complete a miscommunication? And it's not. You can lack oil, but you can equally lack water. And so to treat that sort of a condition, you're looking at using oil-free products, but products that are really, really high in hyaluronic acid, because hyaluronic acid is the key to eliminating dehydration. And if you eliminate dehydration, then you have a much better chance of beating those fine lines and wrinkles that tends to happen that the older that we get. Hence why Barbara has beautiful skin.
You know what? Since I've been using the hyaluronic acid on my neck, I mean, I know I'm wearing a turtleneck today, but look how much.
Yeah, that's incredible. Incredible. Yeah.
That it just feels amazing, like totally different. Yeah.
And that's another really good.
So dehydrated.
Exactly.
I mean, I was using other stuff before that were oil based, thinking that it's a moisture problem, and it wasn't a moisture problem. And you identified that it was a dehydration problem.
Yeah.
And because, well, obviously you're the expert and you advised properly on that, I got the right product. And so therefore I'm getting the results. And that's what I love about you.
you, Barbara. But also, as well as you say, it's that a lot of people do that. So they increase their oil. And then what happens is they start breaking out, especially teenagers. And then they get really frustrated and they're like, I'm doing all these things. It's not that you're not doing the correct things. It's just about getting that little bit of proper advice and tweaking what you're doing. And then you absolutely will just soar and you will be even more in love with your skin and your skincare. And that's what I always say to people. Your skin routine does not need to cost the earth. And I'm a big believer in products that you're able to use for 3 and 4 different areas of your skin. But it's just about finding the right products for you and, you know, getting rid of this mass amount of useless, nonsensical products.
I agree. I mean, you know, with what you recommended, I use the cleanser and I use the exfoliator, but actually all the girls in the house, we share it, which is brilliant. Then I have a day cream, I have a night cream, and I have a serum. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. Whereas before, I'd have like a serum, an eye cream, a neck cream, a forehead cream, a wrinkle cream, a lip cream. Do you know? I mean, I had a cream for every single, a pore minimizing cream. I mean, you name it, I flipping bought it because I was duped. I was duped by, you're right, you know, marketing on this and that. And I remember when you said, look, Barbara, show me what you're having. Just chuck them. Simplify the routine, do the routine, and you will get the results. And I love how simple it is because actually it's easy to do.
100%. Like skincare should be fun. It should be, it also for me should be able to transport you back for that 5 minutes to your favorite day spa or your favorite salon and just give you that sense of wellness for 5 minutes in your bathroom. But it shouldn't have to be like you're going to the gym and you're thinking, oh my God, will I do it? Will I not do it? Like it should be, yes, oh my God. And as you say, you should be able to be like, my neck looks good, my forehead looks good, I look really good, you know. And then that you also have the flip side to that is I find I don't spend half as much junk on contouring this and contouring that because my skin looks and feels so good. I love when people say to me, what are you using? Your skin is glowing, you look amazing. Yeah. But I feel good. So that is really, really important.
Absolutely, absolutely. So can you just give us a really quick rundown? And what I want to also offer any of my clients in the wonderful revamp group, which is where this is going and going exclusively, if they want a little skin sort of routine with you, then is that something that we can help with?
Or absolutely. Absolutely. I'm more than happy to help. Barbara knows me. I can talk skin all day long. What I will say, just another tip is think about your skincare in terms of winter and summer. So in the winter, you layer up, you put on an extra hat, you put on an extra vest, you know, put your scarf, your coat on. And so a lot of people tend to think, okay, do I use a serum all year round? Do I not? Do I use a day cream? Do I use a night cream? It really depends on your skin. This time of the year, my skin, although I am dehydrated, I would be a little bit sensitive in terms of you know, the environment. I tend to get that wind burn, but also my skin doesn't like a lot of product. So therefore I use the serum all year round. I use the exfoliator and I use the cleanser, and they're my go-to. This time of the year, because the wind takes away the moisture from my skin, I will absolutely add in my day and my nighttime. But in the summer, you know, you tend to drink more water, you tend to eat better. So sometimes I take the foot off the gas and I mightn't use a day cream. I'll just stick to the serum every day and I'll use my nighttime. So it's okay to come off the products, come onto the products. It's actually good because it kind of almost reboots your system and the skin and the cells to the newer ingredients by incorporating them, then removing them, then incorporating them. So you can kind of play around a little bit with them as well, which is always fun.
I love that idea. And I think it's just being about intuitive about what you need. It's just like we know when to drink more water, we know what to eat, and we know what we feel like. We know we should be dumping the junk. And actually, that's the same with our skincare. Let's become intuitive with, how our skin is with the beautiful weather that hopefully is coming with summer. Yay!
And absolutely, what I will say is when you start using the serum, and I'm going to be totally transparent here, Barbara, when I saw the beautiful packaging with our skincare, I did panic. Like I did kind of, kind of go, oh, we've blown all the budget on the packaging, because that has been my experience in the last 17 years that I've been in the industry, is that a lot of the time when the packaging would be so on point, the products would be fairy dusted with a little bit of ingredient, and one just wouldn't pair up with the other. There is an incredible ingredient in this product, and if you're going to Barbara and you're saying, I only purchase my skincare, but I'm dying to try this, what is the number one product? That is your serum. It contains an incredible ingredient called bakuchiol. It's from India, and it's from the bakuchi tree, and it basically is the world's only alternative to retinol. Now, retinol in the beauty industry has been a massive buzzword. There is huge benefits, but there's also massive side effects. You will get all of the incredible benefits with this. So it will resurface your skin, it will rebuff your skin, it will help to improve fine lines and wrinkles, remove pigmentation. You will have the most incredible glow, and your skin will be hydrated from the inside out. An incredible product to use in any skincare line, but without any of the harmful or irritations that it causes. Sometimes retinol can cause your skin to be sensitive. It can thin the skin. You've got to be really, really careful when you go out in the sun when you're on a high dose of retinol. You get absolutely none of that, none of those side effects, just all of the advantages. So it is definitely a go-to product.
Yeah, I love the serum. I think it's brilliant. And what I love is I actually put a little dauble on the top of my hand and then use it and then rub the rest of it in. And I find that the skin on my hands have been beautiful as well.
There's a really good tip, because everyone always forgets about their hands. But actually, I've got to give you one last tip, and then Barbara's like, "Stop talking, Catherine."
No, I love it. I love it. Everyone's gonna love it. This is all about you. Go, Catherine. One last tip.
One last tip. So Barbara's really, really great because she puts it on the back of her hand. Most people put all of their creams in the inside. Okay. The palm of your hand is the most porous part of your body. It's like the sole of your foot. So what tends to happen when you apply your product here is, guess what's happened? You've got beautiful soft hands. You will lose 80% of the product through your palm of your hand. You will lose 80% of the active ingredient. Because think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're using your hands all the time, washing, cleaning, all of this. So you will lose it. So what I say to people, because you're paying for big botanical, clean, organic ingredients, you don't want to lose it through your hand. So always put it on your fingertips. And again, a tip with botanical ingredients that you won't get from synthetic ingredients is they are activated through the heat of your skin. So if you put them in your fingertips and you just rub them for 2 seconds, it will solidify the product, which means you use far less, but also they become more active far quicker.
Oh my God, I never knew that. I'm going to be doing that as well. That's fabulous.
And also, last tip is your beautiful pot always comes with a spatula. Most people throw the spatula in the box in the bin.
I use my spatula.
Barbara is like the dream client. She listens.
It's gross when you think of it. The bacteria that's on your fingers, definitely you want to use, like a little spatula, and then so I do a little spatula, and then I put it here, and then I go from there.
Yeah. So perfect. You can do the same on your fingertips because the actives in this, like your city stem, your matrixyl peptides, all of these, they're so active. So if you put them on your fingertips again and just, couple of seconds, you'll solidify them. The heat will activate them far quicker for you. And then the same on your skin. Exactly what Barbara said, but Irish people are notorious for this. They get their finger and they go dunk, 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 dunk. So not only are you putting bacteria in your pot, you're also using your moisturizer 4 times too much. So then they end up with all of this and they're like, oh my God, what will I do with it? And it's like a body cream. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe we should say that because then we will sell more. But you don't need.
No. I mean, you want it cost effective. Yeah, no, it definitely goes a long way. But I've learned something today about activating it, which now I'm going to activate it more and use it. But I mean, the results. I do have clients saying, "Wow, Barbara, your skin is looking really good." There's no filters on Zoom, by the way. No filters.
No.
But where I notice the most is definitely on my neck.
Yeah, wow, it looks incredible. You do not need to be wearing turtlenecks
No,
anymore.
it's just the day. But yeah, and that was an area that I really wanted to work on. And I did buy, a neck cream before, and a really expensive one, some MD thing that, again, I got duped online, didn't do a thing.
Mm.
And then, I'm not even finished the product, and I've already noticed, an amazing result. So I love it. I love it. Catherine, I so want to thank you for coming on. I have a feeling we're going to get some great comments here, and that we're going to bring you back for part 2.
No problem, anytime. Yes, I love skin, and more skin, and I absolutely love giving people tips, because really you should be in love with your skincare. You should be in love with your skin and yourself, and makeup and skincare should be fun and always just enhance your natural beauty and not cover it up, because we're all unique, and our skin should shine through.
Absolutely. No, I think that's wonderful. Now, as I mentioned, this is just in for our my private clients that I work with. So if they want your details, I will pass them your way, and then you can have a little chat with them as well. So I thank you so much for giving up your
Thank
time
you for
today.
having me.
And yeah, thank you again for helping me and my girls for my beautiful, youthful looking skin.
Anytime. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
million.
Bye.
Bye.